Welcome back to Riftforge Studio. It's Sean today hosting, and we are greeted by the presence of Chris.
Indeed. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the channel, mate.
Thank you very much.
Today we're bringing you 3.5k.
Yeah.
Big points.
Big game.
2 Primarchs.
Yes.
Alfarius. You've beat me to getting on the channel. And Sanguinius is coming back out to play, so that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Should be fantastic.
Mission. We're doing one of your missions. You're an event organiser yourself.
Yep. So I'm running an event in April called Defiance. So check it out if you're on Facebook. Running a custom mission. The whole idea is that the Loyalist faction have been becalmed in the warp on their way to the Beta Garman cluster. They have managed to get themselves to a local system and are basically trying to get the word out to the fleet at large. So it's all about getting to comms units, securing those, uploading messages. Yeah. So that's hopefully how it should feel as we're playing the game. So,
like you say, it's comms. So we've got 4 objectives representing those comm uplinks.
Yes.
They're sort of like Dawn of War deployment, and they're like bang down the centre.
Yeah.
Even though there's some sneaky Alpha Legion infiltrating straight onto them, which is to be expected. So you have to be base to base to control them.
Correct.
And there's 2 victory points at the end of the player's turn.
Correct.
And you can move them, but you can't run, embark, or charge.
Correct.
And we've agreed that if you move, you can't score at that turn.
Exactly.
So you can't like jump back onto it and then go away and like
absolutely,
I'm winning.
So if you're in base-to-base contact with the objective, you can score 2 victory points.
Yeah.
You can also move it, but you don't score the victory points if you move it.
And then night fighting, we're going to roll 4.
Yep.
There's no Slay the Warlord.
No.
Which you said using some victory points in your Rite of War.
Potentially, yeah. So I'm running the Headhunter Leviathan Rite of War, which gives me an additional 2 victory points if I slay the Warlord, where Slay the Warlord is a secondary objective.
Yeah, and it's not.
Exactly.
But there is one for HQs, though, isn't there?
Yes, correct.
So every HQ killed is a additional victory point.
Correct, yep.
And then you've got Line Breaker. This is a bit of an old school rule,
It is,
where it's just scoring units in the opposition's deployment zone will score 1 victory point each at the end of the game.
Yes.
And that's
it.
Good, interesting mission. You sent the pack, and I had a choice of 4. And I was torn between 2. We're going for that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is the mission for today, and we'll have a look at those armies, and we'll see you at the table.
See you in a bit. 3,500 points of Alpha Legion, running the Headhunter Leviathan Rite of War. Leading the army, we have Alfarius, the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. There is also a Praetor, equipped with Artificer Armour and a Mastercrafted Thunderhammer. He has a Retinue Command Squad. There's 8 veterans and 8 power weapons. We have a Master of Signal and also a Vigilator. In the elites, we have a Contemptor Dreadnought Talon. We have 2 Gravis Power Fists on each Dreadnought, each with a inbuilt Melter Gun. Also in the elite slot, we have an Efrit Disruption Cadre, and they have all been given power daggers. For troops, we have 3 tactical squads, 2 of which are 10-man and have a Rhino. The Sergeant has a Power Fist and Artificer Armour. We also have a 15-man tactical squad, also with Power Fist, Artificer Armour, and a Vexilla. Finally, in troops, we have a 5-man recon squad, each with Nemesis bolters. In the fast attack slot, we have a Legion Javelin Landspeeder squad. This is 2 speeders, each with multi-melters. And then we have 2 Headhunter kill teams. The first one has 9 Magna Combi weapons and a multi-melter. The second squad has 7 Magna Combi weapons and a multi-melter. In heavy support, we have a Deredeo Dreadnought squadron. There are 2 Deredeo Dreadnoughts, each with an Arachnus las cannon and the Boreas air missiles. We also have a Predator squadron. There are 2 Predators, each with a Magna Melter cannon and 2 las cannon sponsons.
here is my 3,500 points of Blood Angels running the Rite of War, Day of Sorrows. And leading the force right at the front there is good old Sanguinius. And he's using his spear today. And he's going to be giving all the jump pack units +1 weapon skill on the charge. And then he has got a retinue squad of a command squad. He's got a power lance on the guy with the banner. And then there's 2 power axes and 2 charnable sabres in there as well. And then my first HQ is a librarian. He's going to be taking biomancy. And he's obviously got a force sword. Onto my elites. I've got a 3-man apothecary attachment. I've got 2 Mark IVs with power swords and jump packs, and then the Mark II one with just a chainsword. Dawnbreaker cohort is my seconds elites. It's a 10-man strong. They've all got the Fallen Star pattern spears, and they've also been upgraded to have melter bombs. Third elites is a Terminator squad, Tartarus. These ones all have combi melters, and there's 3 chain fists and 2 power fists in there, and they've got a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus. And the second Terminator squad, my 4th final elite slot, these are all combi plasmas, 3 chain fists again and 2 power fists again, and again a Land Raider Proteus. Onto my troops. I've got 2 identical 15-man assault squads. They've got a power fist and a sergeant, and then 3 power axes in the squad. And then again, I've got 2 identical tactical squads. 10-man strong. They've all been upgraded to have bayonets and a Vexilla in each squad. Onto my fast attack. I've got 2 separate javelin speeder squads. They've got the missiles and a multi-melter upgrade. And then finally onto my heavy support. I've got a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought. He's got the Snippy Claw with the metal gun inside. He's got 2 assault cannon nipples, and then the Storm Cannon as well. And that rounds out my 3,500 points of Blood Angels. Here we are deployed. Chris won the roll-off and chose to deploy first.
I did.
Currently going first.
Yep. I've still got scout moves to go.
Yeah. So we've got the black markers all down the middle, evenly spaced apart. And we're going to roll some night fighting first. Chris is going to do us the honours for that one. So night fighting's in on a 2-up.
Correct.
And then I'm going to attempt to seize. And then after that, you're going to do your redeploys and scouts.
Correct, yeah.
So,
lucky.
6. So I get the seize, and I imagine he might be pulling back slightly. End of Blood Angels turn 1 movement phase. The assault squad have ran onto the objective there, so they'll score that at the end of the turn. The Dawnbreakers have shifted this way because there was a redeployment of the land speeders that way, and Chris also pulled a lot back in his scout moves as well. The Land Raider has moved forward, and the Combi Plasma team have disembarked. Only 3 are in line of sight of the headhunters up there, and the librarians with that squad as well. The tactical squad just shuffled around, just mainly to get out of the way. The Leviathan advanced and is pointing towards that headhunter squad as well. Sanguinius jumped over everyone's head and thought he might as well lead the charge. Again, tactical squad shuffled out of the way. This Land Raider has just moved, but not disembarked. Probably wait for a bit more of a counter attack. And this assault squad's gone a bit mental and has gone towards the Alpha Legion Contemptors, and Alfarius reacted. He went forward. I guess that's to try and block me off there a little bit, Chris.
Possibly. Bit of a deterrent as well.
Yep. And these headhunters retracted because Sanguinius was getting a bit close.
Bit scary.
and then Javelin moved back a little bit. And that is my movement phase. Onto some shooting. Onto the shooting phase, these headhunters are going to be peppered by the Terminators with the combi plasmas. 2 are in rapid fire, and the other one is just out, so he'll just be doing one shot. First of all, I'm going to do a Biomancy in the shooting phase in lieu of the Librarian shooting. He's going to do some Biomancy, so 9 or less. It's good. So they are now Strength 5 and Toughness 5. And now, first combi plasma, both hits. Second one, both hits. That's what we like to see. And that is a miss. They were 4s, weren't they?
They were.
Just remember they're night fighting, yeah. So they would have been hitting on 4s. So now 2s to wound, 4s are good. So it's 3 4-ups because you've got skirmish.
Yep.
And 1 3-up.
Okay, so 3 cover saves for 3-ups. 4-ups, sorry. That's 3 fails. I do, however, have a 5-up shroud for Headhunter Leviathal on the first turn. All of my infantry get the shroud. So 5-ups.
Oh, good
That's
rolling.
2 of them saved, 1 fail.
And then 1 normal armor save.
And the armor save, 3-up in the trait account.
He's fine. Nice. Next up to shoot is going to be Tactical Squad. It's going to shoot the same Headhunter squad. Chris?
Correct. The Headhunters are going to be returning fire at the Tactical Squad.
Sweet. So, hitting on 4s for not too bad. 7 hits out of 13. And we're looking for 4s again. Just 3. So 3 3-ups, Chris.
3 3-ups.
And then
1
shrouded.
5-up. No,
Yeah,
1 more
another one
down.
drops. And then some bolt shots coming back.
Yep, so they're all going to fire their bolters, one of whom also has a multi-melter. So the yellow dice will be the multi-melter.
These are hitting on 3s because you're
Hitting on
BS5.
3s, correct.
The multi-melt's twin linked.
It is, thankfully. So the multi-melter hits, and 3 bolters.
And these are Bane Strike bolters, aren't they?
No, these are regular bolters.
Oh, okay.
So they will rapid fire in a moment. The melter, I will place the precision on the sergeant
Yep.
in the trait account. There we go.
And he's dead.
So the sergeant has been sniped,
Take him off.
and there were then 3 wounds. Just 1 bolter wound.
And just a regular 3-up. Which fails, so I'll drop another.
And then I've got 6 more bolters from rapid fire. Again, hitting on 3s.
4 hits. And 4s
And
again.
wounding on 4s for 1
Just
wound.
1 more. Come on, 3-up. Yeah, we're fine. So it was a 1 for 2 there. Continuing picking on this squad, we're going to be shooting the Land Raider. It's going to shoot Heavy Bolter and the right-hand sponson at the chaps there. And then because this left-hand sponson can't see him, it's able to split fire, and that will go into the Recon Marines up there. So I'll do the Recon Marine 2 shots first, hitting on 4s, no hits. And the other las cannon at the actual target of the Headhunters gets both hits. 2s to wound, so just 1, which will be a 4-up cover.
4-up cover, failed.
Followed by 5-up
5-up
shrouded.
shroud, failed.
And then 4 heavy bolter shots. And these ones are twin linked for 3 hits. And looking for 3s here, aren't we?
Yep.
Nice, 3 hits.
3
3 wounds even.
3 armors of 3-up. 2 passed, 1 5-up shroud. Failed again. It's not helping me much this turn.
No, it's not. Leviathan is going to change his target to the Recon Marines. Because of Alpha Legion and Recon Marines, -8 to this range.
Correct.
I'm still quite close, so I can reach 5 of them. So I can't wipe the squad as much as I'd like to. So this is a Storm Cannon hitting on 3s due to night fighting. 2 misses. And then 2s to wound, 5s are rending. So no rending, but 3 ups.
3 3-up armor saves on the way. It's 2 passed and
Shrouded.
1 5-up shroud. Failed again.
And then we're coming in with 8 assault cannon shots, hitting on 3s. 6 hits there. Now 2s to wound, 6s are rending. So it's 1 rend and 4 normal.
Okay, rending will take a 4-up cover, which we fail, followed by a 5-up shroud, which we also fail, so that's 2 down, and then 2 armour saves, was it? 4 armour saves.
4, yeah.
4 3-up armour saves, 2 fail, 2 more 5-ups,
Okay,
pass 1
at least.
So 3 down.
Tactical Marines are going to shoot under this building at the headhunters here. I initially wanted to go for the effort, but they're a -8 as well, and that's having me over on the range. So I changed my mind. So we've got 10 shots hitting on 4s. 4 hits. And then we're looking for 4s again. 3 wounds, not too bad.
That's not so bad. 3 ups. 2
2.
fail, 2 5-up shrouds.
Oh no.
Drop 2 again.
Still a bit more shooting from a Blood Angels army. So the heavy bolter and the right-hand sponson is going to continue peppering that headhunter squad. Need to kill 1 more to force a leadership check, and the one that can't see is going to shoot that contemptor that's poking his head out. So the 2 at said contemptor, 4s, and then 2 still, isn't it?
Correct.
Oh, just a 1.
1 5-up. No.
And the shrouded, was that just
No,
infantry?
that's only on infantry.
Okay, and then the second one at the headhunters, both hit.
Do you fancy missing one of these times?
No, not with those. So that's 2 wounds.
That's 2 6-up covers for
6 up for,
intervening.
yeah.
Nope.
And then
2
the shrouded.
shrouds.
Yeah, there we go. You're on form now.
There we go, warming up.
The heavy bolters, twin linked, all hit. 3's to wound, 3 wounds there.
3 3-ups and 1 5-up.
Oh, so it dropped the one that I wanted. Land speeder on the outskirts is going to start peppering this command squad to try and chip a couple of blokes off. So we have got the multi-melter hitting on a 4, twin linked. It hits 2 up, and then we'll be getting a 5-up shroud.
Correct. Nope, 1 guy down.
Doubles 1 out, and the cyclonic melter thing, twin links still. That's both hit. 2's to wound, so just 1 wound, but it's AP free, so full 2-up save.
2-up armour, passed.
Easy. That's the end of Blood Angels shooting. Chris is glad to hear.
Very much so, that was nasty.
Yeah, there's a lot of firepower there. There's still a lot of combat prowess as well. So, Headhunters number 1.
Yep, so we're making a couple of morale checks for the unit. Number 1.
Fighting, so it's going to be down to 8.
Correct, leadership 8. Are fine.
Cool as ice.
The
Recon
Recon
squad.
Marines are 7, are fine.
Nice.
And the other Headhunters looking for 8 again. Oh, they are running.
So 2d6. Just 5
inches away.
Onto the assault phase. As Chris cleverly blocked off this contemptor, I'll probably get like 2 blokes in because I've got to stay an inch away. I'm going to try and charge this contemptor instead. Now, I get +2 to my charge. Chris is Alpha Legion, so it's -2. So
Correct.
we're negating each other here.
I have also elected to overwatch with the
Yes.
melter guns.
So,
Melter
on
guns hitting
3s.
on 3s because of night fighting. That's 1 hit.
2 to
2 to kill.
obliterate.
Oh, of course, he fails.
And then I need a 5 here. Or 6, get it.
Just.
So here's the end result of the charge. The first one is in base to base and he's gone round. The other 2 I've not put quite base to base for some gamey consolidation moves. So it's actually left me only with 3 chain swords in range at initiative step 4, and I've got 1 hammer raft because I've only put 1 base to base. So the hammer raft will be a 6, which I get.
It wounds, so armor save of 2 up in the box to count. It passes.
Cool, and then I've got 3 attacks each of the 3 chainsword chaps that are in combat range. So we'll be hitting on 4s because we charged. We've got +1 weapon skill because Sangi's alive and kicking. I'll reroll that one. We got not too bad. 5 hits. Oh, sorry, pointing all over the place.
Bad.
And then we're going to be 5s because we charged, and chainsaws are re-rolling. So we've got 1 wound so far. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
4 wounds.
4 wounds, 2 up. All passed.
Excellent. And then initiative step 4, you got 4 attacks back because you've got 2 close combat weapons.
I have indeed. Coming in, hitting on 4s once again. That's 2 hits.
And then 2s
to squash. That's 2.
That's 2 dead. I'm going to take these 2. And do some piling in for my initiative step 1s. So I've managed to get my 3 axes in and the power fist because of my brilliant play.
Very smart play.
Cheesy and all that. So the axe is hitting on 4s. And we've got 5 hits. He's a strength 5, so they're needing 6s usually, but 5s because I charged on Blood Angels. So that's 3 AP2 wounds. So we'll be looking for 3 5-ups there, Chris.
3 of them would help. There we go. 3 dice in hand. 5 ups. He takes 2 wounds there.
Okay, so at least we're drawing the combat. And then I got 3 from my sergeant. He's going to be hitting on 4s again. Just the 1. And he's going to be wounded on a 2. That's 1 more.
Another 5 up. Passed.
Yeah, passed it. So it's 2 each. So we end the combat as a draw. End of Blood Angels, turn 1. I'd say that's fairly successful, especially against some of those infiltrating units. A lot of firepower come down against them. Drawn combat here was nice. I am stubborn on that objective, so I was hoping even if I lost, I would have stayed there. And I now hold that objective. No, it's contested, I suppose, actually, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'll take that 2 away. Because that was going to be my tracker. Lost my train of thought.
Pretty strong turn for Blood Angels.
Yeah, it's gone really well. And then I've obviously got 2 points over here on this squad who are controlling that one. So it's 2-0, but the way the mission works, you could kill a unit and I'll be back to 0.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll on to Alpha Legion, turn 1.
So starting Alpha Legion turn 1, I have a morale check for the headhunters to try and rally them. Looking for an 8, they rally. So at the end of the Alpha Legion movement, I have shifted the command squad and Alfarius around, originally to close the door on the assault squad. However,
I reacted.
Sure.
Brought my command squad closer.
Indeed. So I think we're going to have a little dance party in the middle with command squads and Primarchs.
Yep, it'd be rude not to.
Absolutely. One of my Contemptor Dreadnoughts has shifted around to the corner, originally chasing the Javelin because it didn't have another viable target to go for.
Okay. And I get 2 reactions because of Sanguinius in the movement phase, so he also retreated.
So Dreadnought's going to be in the middle of nowhere. Towards the centre of my army, the Ep8 Disruption Cadre have pushed forwards within range of the tactical squad. They are backed up by the Headhunters, and then the Javelins, who are all looking at the command squad, Sanguinius' command squad. Recon Marines in the middle have stayed put, as they are heavy, so looking to get some shots off. The large tactical squad in the centre has just shuffled up to get into range, and the Headhunters on the flank have rallied, so just pulled back a touch further.
And you've also brought your Derrideos into range.
Correct, yes.
As a night fighting, you had to shuffle them slightly forward. Again, targeting one little bird boy.
Indeed.
On to some shooting then, mate.
Yeah. Starting the Alpha Legion shooting phase for turn 1, the Ep8 Disruption Cadre are going to open up on the Blood Angels tactical squad. Now we're going to use the Hydra's Whale Array, which is a mouthful to say. This doesn't do any damage. They're ballistic skill 5, so we'll be hitting on 3s because of night fighting. If I hit, it lowers the unit's leadership by 1. So I've hit at least once, so that your leadership has been reduced by 1, and it will switch off any augury scanners and nuncio voxes in the unit.
Yeah, which I don't have, so that's not too bad, but it could be handy on heavy support squads and stuff.
Absolutely. I'm now going to shoot their Bane Strike shotguns. So these are Assault 2, Strength 5, Breaching 5+, and Pinning. Concussive, not Pinning. 10 shots. Again, hitting on 3s because of night fighting.
Not a bad roll.
Not terrible at all.
Strength 5 you said, didn't you? So.
Correct. So wounding you on 3s, and 5s are AP2.
So 2 dead.
2 dead.
3 saves. 3 ups. So 3 dead in total. Now it's pinning, isn't it?
Concussive.
Oh, concussive. Okay, so no tests yet, but there will be leadership at the end of the phase.
Yes. Continuing shooting, the Recon Marines and Vigilator are going into the Blood Angels tactical squad. We'll do the Vigilator first with his mastercrafted Nemesis bolter. Hits on a 3. He is ballistic skill 5, so would be 2s. He's hit. And will rend on a 2+. It is precision, so I'm going to pick on the Sergeant in the unit. He rends him out.
He's dead.
And then I have 2 Nemesis bolters from the Recons, again hitting on 4s now. 1 hit. And I'm going to pick on the Vexilla now. Again, rending on a 5-up, otherwise wounding on a 3. That's a 6, so another rending.
Vexilla's gone as well. And then I'll take an immediate pinning test. It's going to be leadership 6 because of night fighting.
Down to 5 because of the Sonic Shriek from the Nemesis thing.
So they fail, so they are pinned.
Slight correction on the wording. It was a further leadership debuff from the Vigilator for his shell shock from his Nemesis bolter. Moving on though, we're going to do the Javelins into Sanguinius' command squad. Starting off, we have 2 multi-melters hitting on 3s. Thankfully, twin linked.
Yeah, thankfully.
3s, please. There we go, 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. That'll do.
And that's just 1 dead, 2 high up to be blocked.
Yep. And we now have 2 Cyclone missile launchers. Again, hitting on 3s, twin linked. Golly. Thankfully, this is twin linked. There we go. So that's just 1 miss. Again, wounding on 2s, but this is only AP3. So that's 2 wounds.
And these will be 2 2-ups. And they're fine.
Moving on, the Headhunter squad is going to open up into Sanguinius' unit. They're going to fire their combi weapons and the bolters. I'm going to roll one of them separately because Sean won't get a cover save from this one.
Nice line of sight down there. I'm going to shroud anyway.
Okay. So the first one will hit on a 3, which he misses.
And his bolter.
And the bolter. Rapid firing, 2 hits. And 1 wound, just a regular armor save.
Yep.
Okay. Then I have 3 more combi melters, firing their melters. That's 2 hits, 1 of which is precision, so I'm going to put that on a power axe.
Yep.
In fact, sorry, this will go on the banner.
Yeah, I thought I was going to say I would have gone for the banner, but...
We'll go for the banner, so wounding on 2s. That's the black one was the precision, so that missed. But 1 wound you can place where you would like, AP2.
Okay, so I'll get the 6-up cover, and then a 5-up shrouded.
Correct.
No. And I will take another sword, I think.
Okay. We'll do the combi plasma that's in the unit next. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits. So wounding on 2s, 4-up breaching. They were both precision, so I'll put them both on the banner.
Banner, yeah.
That's both 2 breaching, 2 AP2s.
So 6s for cover. Doesn't help. 5s, in the box. No, banner's down.
Fabulous.
And then a full multi-melter now, isn't it?
Yep, a full multi-melter. So just a single shot, he hits.
And that's precision?
Precision, and I'll put that on an axe. They're both the same. It'll wound.
So 6, followed by 5. And hey, so that's another 1 gone. I'll take this one, make your charge a little bit harder.
Yep, great success there all the same.
And I think you got 5 more bolters?
Yes, I do.
Bolters.
Thank you for reminding me.
4, rapid fire.
6, 8. 8 bolters hitting on 3s.
2 precision. I don't know if you want
to... that was a hit a moment ago. I picked up 1 hit there.
Yeah.
2 precisions. I'll put them on the 1 guy in case you wanted to tank it on Sanguinius.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
So 2 2-ups. He's fine.
Okay, and then 2 regular hits. 1 wound.
2s. Yeah, it's fine. Luckily, no leadership test required there. Devastating.
Yeah, great success. Continuing with the shooting once more, the Derrideos are going to open fire on Sanguinius and his lone bodyguard now. The Arachnus las cannons will be hitting on 3s because of night fighting. They are twin-linked, thankfully. That's still a miss. So that's 3 strength 10, AP 2, I believe. Might be AP 1. But that is 3 wounds.
So I'll try and get a 6 up. Hey, that's one cover save on him. Second one.
Whoa, come on.
No, so the axe dies.
Crucially saved some wounds on Sanguinius, though.
Yeah, nice.
The heavy bolters will now fire into Sanguinius. So this is 8 shots, twin-linked, and hitting on 3s.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2 miss. All of them hit. Strength 5 against toughness
5.
6, so 5s.
2.
2 wounds.
2 ups. Yeah, he's all right.
Very good. Final shooting of the turn. The Alpha Legion Tactical Squad is going to open fire on the Blood Angels Tactical Squad. I have a Master of Signal in the unit who has a Cognis Signum, which gives them night fighting and +1 ballistic skill. So we're going to be hitting on 2s, and there's a unit of 15, so 15 bolters. Looking for 2s.
Too many ones for my liking there.
Yeah.
That should be 11 hits.
And then wounding on 4s.
So we've got 6.
Yeah, 6 saves.
So 3 ups.
Oh, grab that last one.
2 drop. So there'll be a leadership test on them as well at the end of the phase.
Wonderful.
So my 2 leadership tests. The first one on the squad more in the centre. Leadership. They're not got the minus from them, is it? So they're
The
just
sergeant is dead.
7. Down to 6, but luckily they pass. And these chaps are now down to leadership 5.
5.
Because the banner's gone and they've got the -2, so they are running.
Very much so.
And they're going. It's just 1 dice, isn't it? For
with a Vexilla, yes.
So I'll re-roll that. So 2 inches.
Alpha Legion Assault Phase, turn 1, after a great shooting phase. Alpharius and his command squad are going to charge the Blood Angels Assault Squad. So I think I just need 2 inches to make the charge, and we're in.
You make it.
Great, so we've been able to wrap up the Assault Squad there. Alpharius will be attacking first with his highest initiative, 7 attacks on the charge. He is weapon skill 6, so hitting on 3s.
Yep.
It's not so great though, he is not mastercrafted, so it's only 3 hits. Wounding on 2s though, instant death and precision, so I'm going to pick out the Apothecary for 1 on a 2. That's the Apothecary dead. I'll pick out the Sergeant, who might actually just be out of range.
Yeah, he's quite forward, he's probably out of range of him.
Okay, we'll roll it off and then measure it in a moment. Yeah. And then it'll just be a chainsword after that. So if I'm in range, the Sergeant's dead, otherwise 2 chainswords.
So the Sergeant was just in combat range of Alpharius, so he's dead.
Fabulous, great success there. They had instant death wounds, so the Apothecaries feel no pain wouldn't have worked. Now we're going on to the veterans with power lances. They have reach, so our +1 initiative, 3 attacks on the charge. Again, looking for 3s to wound as they are weapon skill 5. No re-rolls for me, but that's okay, only 2 missed.
It's going to be 3s to kill.
3s to kill. So that is 2, 3 of them. Next up, the 4 veterans with power swords, including the banner bearer.
And this is initiative step 4, isn't it?
This is, so same time as the Dreadnought and the Assault Squad. So again, hitting on 3s. So these have 4 attacks on the charge.
Hence all the dice.
Yep.
4s to straight up kill.
4s to straight up kill. There's no 2-up armor save, so I don't need to worry about
8 4-ups will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4.
1 more in that corner.
Oh yeah, 4. Okay.
So that's 3 guys left. So these 5 chainswords are all dead, but they're going to strike back against the command squad.
Hitting on 5s.
On 5s now because I've not charged. Still not too bad of a roll.
Not terrible.
And then 4s, re-rolling because of chainsword. So just for Chris.
4 armour saves of 2 up for Artificer armour. We're all good.
Nothing. And then
The Dreadnought will now...
initiative step 4, yeah, still.
Yep. At initiative step 4, I have 4 attacks. Hitting on...
3s now.
3s now, indeed. Thank you.
It's not out.
Not fantastic. Pulping on a 2. That'll do.
So that is an axe dead. So I'll get 4 attacks back with the 2 axes that remain. Just 1 hit. And then 6s now because I've not charged. No.
Nothing.
So I lose by... Oh no,
Quite
you've still
a
got
bit.
more attacks, have you? Thunderhammer?
Oh yes, I have my...
No, but he won't be in range.
Praetor
either
won't
there.
consolidate it, pile in time.
Right, so I will be leadership 7, and I will be stubborn because I'm in range of an objective. So see if I can hold you up. Oh, I do just.
You do. Fantastic. End of Alpha Legion turn 1. After taking a brutal Blood Angels assault, the Alpha Legion have put it in again. Some great shooting, followed by a really good combat with Alfarius. We have managed to kill ourselves out of the combat, although we didn't wipe out the assault squad, which has meant they have been able to consolidate around. Great shooting from the tactical squad in the centre as well. Looking forward to turn 2, and hopefully my reserves will show up.
On to Blood Angels turn 2. So start of the turn is a quick rally for these chaps. Leadership, is that carried on for...
It's till the end of my turn.
So there's still leadership.
No, so it's ended
So I
now.
need to roll for night fighting because that might affect their leadership. So on a 4 up it continues. It ends on a 1.
Marvellous.
So this could be leadership 6 now. And they're still running 1d6, 5 inches further backwards. It's the end of Blood Angels turn 2 movement phase. Things are really starting to spice up now. Everything's sort of getting in amongst each other. So over here, I've moved my assault squad, but not moved the token, so I still score it.
Yep.
I checked with Chris if that was the right way. Dawnbreakers have advanced 12, and they're getting close now. Chris chose not to react against them. He was saving it for a special occasion, which you'll see shortly. The Terminator squad have moved on to that objective. They're not line until they become half strength, so I'm hoping Chris shoots them, but Chris is well aware of that. This Land Raider just moved to get a bit more line of sight on the battlefield. These guys were pinned, so they didn't do nothing. This Land Raider, which I sort of had myself over last turn, has moved forward to get in range. These guys you obviously saw flee. This Land Raider has moved up and disembarked its Terminator squad, as well as the Leviathan getting up there as well. And then Sanguinius jumped from around here all the way over there with his 14-inch movement, which was great.
Very scary prospect.
And Alfarius has chosen to chase him down with an advanced reaction, so he's gone straight towards him.
That's the advance reaction, not the advanced reaction.
Yeah. And then this land speeder has just zipped around the corner here to get line of sight on the command squad there. We'll start off shooting the command squad with this land speeder. Purple dice is multi-melter, the other 2 are the missiles. So we're hitting on 3s. Night fine's over. All hit, look at that. And it's all going to be 2s. So you got 1 straight up dead.
Yep.
And then 2
Two up armour saves. 2 armour saves. Both pass.
And they're fine, yeah.
And 1 dies.
Land Raider is going to shoot its heavy bolter and las cannon into this squad, and then the left sponsor is going to split fire into this Contemptor here. So he's 2 shots at the Contemptor hitting on 3s, and then 2s. So just a 1 5 up there, Chris.
1 5 up. Oop, in the trait count, but that was a 6. That'll pass.
Yeah, still pass. And then into the assault, not assault squad, command squad.
I will
heavy
shroud
bolters.
this.
Shrouding, yeah. Twin linked. So what are we looking for? 4s, 3s, isn't it?
3s,
actually?
yeah.
So 2 ups.
2 ups. All good.
Right, and 2 more las cannons. Oh, not twin links on those, unfortunately. 1 shroud.
1 5 up. No.
Yeah. I'll take that as a 6 up, to be
Okay.
fair. And then
the
go out the
then
shroud.
still
No.
fails.
Okay, while we're on that squad, I'm going to continue. I'm going to use all my combi melters here into the squad. So this is going to be hitting on 3s. No, only 2. And then just the 1.
Just the 1. No cover or anything there, so that's another 1 down. That's 2 more command squad men down.
And then I'll get 10 bolter shots, I suppose. Rapid fire.
It's worth it.
And hitting on 3 still, isn't it?
Yep.
4s for 3.
3 of them. That will be 3 2-ups. All passed.
Oh, love it.
Only just, but
It's enough. And then we're going to go straight on to this Leviathan. What he's going to do is Storm Cannon.
let me just remove these
The
dead.
dead guys yet. It was just the one, wasn't it?
1 from the Land Raider and 1 from the
Okay.
Terminators.
So Storm Cannon hitting on 2s now. 1 miss. And 5s will be good. 2s to wound normally. Dice have turned on me now. So that's 1 rend and 2 normal.
2 normal, 2 upper armors. 1 down. 1 takes a wound,
Yeah,
sorry.
just 1 wound, yeah.
We'll put that on you.
And then a 6 up cover through the squad there. Oh,
Passed.
that makes it. And now we want
Love that.
all the DACA from the assault squad. The assault cannons even, not the assault squad. Get my words muddled. 6 is nice, so 1 6. So that's 1 6 up through the Terminators again, and 4 2 ups.
1 6 up. Look, in the
Right.
box to count. Nope.
No, so he dies.
Yep. So that will be you.
And then 4 normal, please, mate.
4 normals. Get a couple more dice. 2 ups. All good.
And then, before I forget, 1 cheeky little mount gun. Oh no, fails to
Very
wound.
cheeky. Very cheeky.
Still knocked a few off. The Pin Tactical Squad, they're going to shoot the Recon Marines up there. There's only 3 in range due to Shroud Bombs and Alpha Legion Trickery. Hitting on 6s. None. And now the Javelin, it can't shoot his multi-mount, it's out of range because of Alpha Legion Trickery, but the missiles will go into the same squad. Both hits. 2 wounds, which will require 2 4-ups.
2 4-ups for the cover. Failed.
2 dead.
That's the unit killed, leaving just the Vigilator.
Yeah. Land Raider here is going to shoot its Heavy Bolter and Las Cannon, right hand sponsored, at the nearest Derrido.
He will return fire.
Yep. Yeah, because you chose 2 reactions in the shooting phase.
I did.
And then the left hand one will go into the Javelins. So left hand one into the Javelins, hitting on not that. And then the right hand one into the Derrido. Oh dear.
Also not that.
Return fires. It's going to be painful now, I reckon. Heavy bolters. Twin linked on that one. No. Strength 5, so it's still going to be 6s. This toughness 7 still?
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing.
Unfortunate. The 2 Derrideos with their las cannons hitting on 2s. They are ballistic skill 5. That's all of them have hit. Strength 10, so looking for 4s to glance. That's
2 pens.
2 pens and 2 glances.
And there's an Exo Shock as well.
It's Exo Shock. Let's see what the first 2 pens do. 4 goes up to, I think it's a 6. I think it's AP1. I'll
So
check
it's
that.
Double
So it'll be-
immobilised, so it'll be
Double
3
immobilised.
hull points in
Yep.
total.
And just for Exo Shock on a 5 up. No Exo Shock. So that's.
It'll be 5 hull points altogether.
Yep. So,
So
it
it
would
will
be
be a wreck.
wrecked.
Correction, it was AP1 on the las cannons.
AP2.
AP2 from the las cannons on the Derrideos. So it was actually double weapon destroyed. So the 2 las cannons are gone because they were the battle weapons. And it's there with 1 hull point.
Yep.
Dawnbreakers are going to shoot their frag bombs into this headhunter squad to try and pin them. So 21 shots because 7 are in range, hitting on 3s. So we've got 13 hits there. So we're going to be looking for 5s to hit because it's strength 3 for 2.
Great success there.
So we're looking for
2
3
armor saves of 3 up. Oh,
one
of course we will
fails.
fail 1.
and then it'll be an immediate pin and test.
which they pass.
Yeah, leadership 8. Nice. End of Blood Angel shooting. We've got 1 leadership check for the Vigilator. Leadership 9.
Morale check. He is a consul, so 9, he passes.
He's fine. So we're going to do some charges. We're going to start off with the Dawnbreakers against the Headhunters here.
Yep. You can have that. I'm not going to react.
Cool. So we're going to go 11.
Massive distance.
They're going that far. The Terminators aren't going to charge there. They're going to stay there. Sanguinius. I'm going to attempt with the Terminators first into this tactical squad. So a massive 11 inches with Alpha Legion +2.
Yeah, I won't react to that.
So we're looking for 11. No. So they'll surge 3. And then I think Sanguinius, who's probably going to get bolted to death,
I think so.
is going to do this charge.
I will Overwatch.
Yeah, we'll cobble some dice together.
Yeah.
So we rolled the hits off camera because it was 45 shots.
Awful lot of shots.
Yeah.
From Rapid Fire and Fury of the Legion.
Yeah, we did in 3 batches of 15. It started off badly for you, didn't it, Chris?
Did, consistently getting
But then
6 hits.
The last roll was good, and we resolved in 26 hits.
Correct.
So we're looking for 6s now, aren't
Looking for 6s to wound.
I'm seeing
1, 2. Just the 2 wounds. That's not great.
I'll just roll him here so you don't have to clear. Yeah, he's fine.
Of course
and
he
he's
is.
going to charge.
Ooh, I saw the 1.
Yeah, 7. He gets +3 but -2, so he's going to be on a 6. No. Yeah, 6. I was right the first time.
Maths.
So Sanguinius is in. He's in combat range of 6. So 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. Fast crafted. And then 6 hits. Strength 10, so 2, so straight up kill. That is them 6 dead. And now Chris's turn to pile in. So Alpha Legion have piled in with 5 attacks from normal chaps.
So hitting on 5s.
6s.
6s, correct. I got 1 hit. Wounding on a 6. Fails to wound. I saw the 6 there for a moment.
2 attacks from the Sergeant.
Sergeant with his power fist. 1 hit.
1 hit. 2 up.
That will wound.
And then he'll 4 up. Because he charged, he gets to re-roll it. He still fails. So Sangi loses a wound. So I won by 5 there, but Sangi gets an additional 1.
Yep.
So you lose by
I have a
6.
Vexilla, so I lose by 5.
You lose by 5, so it's going to be 4 less from the
On the Master of Signals.
Signals chap.
So that will be 9, down by 4 to a 5.
Yeah,
that'll be a
that's
fail.
So initiative off, so you're initiative 5.
Indeed.
So you roll 3, 8, so I need a 9. So I need a 3 up to catch you. Yeah,
Caught and killed.
Well done, Sangi.
That's a big problem for me.
So Sangi has mopped that squad and consolidated directly towards a load of firepower. Hopefully he survives. Now onto the Dawnbreakers. So I've got 4 guys in base to base for some hammer rafts, which will result in 2 wounds, Chris.
2 3-ups coming up. They're passed.
Nice. And now I've got many attacks. I need to count these up. So it'd be 31 attacks at initiative step 5 because of reach on the spears. We'd be doing a 16, then a 15 if they're still alive. So we're hitting on 3s because we're weapon skill 6 on the charge. Spicy. And then Furious charge, so we'd be strength 6 plus the thingy, so it's going to be 2s.
Yep.
The 5s are breaching.
Yep.
So there's quite a few 5s there, so I could say the squad is wiped.
3, 4, yep. Yeah, the squad is wiped.
One last combat that we nearly forgot about is the Contemptor versus the Assault Marines.
Yep.
Contemptor first, I'm initiative 1.
Indeed. Striking at initiative 4, sorry. That'll be 3 hits.
2s to kill him.
I can do this, surely.
Only just.
Just.
But you do nab him and you get to consolidate. So that's the end of Blood Angel's turn 2. Not another good turn, really, I think.
Yeah, really strong turn.
I've absolutely conquered that right flank. Chris, you're saying you definitely want some reserves. And
Need
I've
my
killed
reserves.
your Master of Signal as well.
You have. It's looking bleak for the Alpha Legion at the moment.
I'm sure. Oh, well, I'm not saying nothing. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm staying quiet on that one. But yeah, the centre with Alferis is a problem with me, but then the Dawnbreakers and Sangi on that side is a problem for Chris. So we've both got issues. And
the game's not won.
And the game's not won. And I rock up another 2 points on this squad while it lives.
Correct.
On to Alpha Legion, turn 2.
Bring it on.
So Alpha Legion turn 2, just before we go into Chris's reserve rolls. It will not die for Sanguinius. 5 up. No, he's still on 5 wounds. So Chris.
On to the reserves, the ones that really matter. We'll go with the Predator Squadron.
Yep.
Coming in on a 3 up. Really wanted the Master of Signal to give me the re-roll, but on a 3 up. In the trait accounts.
That was a 2.
That's a 6.
Yeah,
Predators are in. The Tactical Squad in a Rhino, number 1, is not in.
No.
And the second squad is in.
So 1 Tactical Squad and, crucially, the Predators. Excellent. Let's bring them on.
So end of Alpha Legion turn 2 movement. Really fortunate getting the Predators in as reserves. Looking forward to seeing what they can do. I've shifted around the table a little bit. Extra Tactical Squad coming on in the Rhino on the far flank, hoping to move up to grab the objective. Alfarius and his command squad have pressed up centrally to try and take out the Terminator unit. The Contemptor Dreadnoughts have shifted around, one of which Sean has withdrawn from and has landed on the terrain.
So I need to take a dangerous terrain test to see if I immobilise myself. On a 1. 3,
Nope,
he's all right.
You are safe. I have also landed 2 javelins on the platform at the top. So 2 dangerous terrain checks for them. Both are fine.
Yeah.
The Headhunters have formed up behind the command squad just to offer some fire support, whilst the Ep8 have pressed out of cover and are getting in range of the Dawnbreakers.
Yeah. You also pulled back the...
Oh, yes.
Deus, didn't you?
I also pulled back the Derrideus.
And that was my second reaction, to sort of chase them down with Sangi.
Correct.
On to some shooting.
Yeah. Starting Alpha Legion turn 2 shooting, the Contemptor Dreadnoughts are both going to fire their melter guns. The first one is going to shoot the Land Raider perched on the rocks. So 2 melter guns hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. I am out of melter range, so I'm looking for 6s to glance. That's 1 glance.
A whole point.
Drops a hull point. The second Contemptor is shooting the Javelin Land Speeder. Again, 2 melter guns, both out of melter range. That's 2 hits. 2s will wound. That's 1 wound.
Drops 1 wound.
Continuing with the shooting, the Ep8 are going to light up the Dawnbreakers with their Hydra's Whale to start with. So again, this is 5 shots, hitting on 2s. All I need to do is hit to lower the leadership. I've hit. So your leadership is reduced by 1. Any augury scanners and nuncio voxes are also switched off. We'll also do the concussive shotguns, Bane Strike shotguns. So they are Assault 2, so that should be 10 shots. 10. Hitting on 2s. A couple of 1s there. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. And that is also 2 breachings. So that is 3 wounds and 2 breaching.
So 3 2-ups. Failed 1. That's going to be a total of 5 fail no pains then. So 1.5 dies.
Excellent.
And the down, that's concussive as
well.
So they're down to weapon skill 4 until your following turn.
Yep. Continuing on with the Vigilator now, opening fire into the Dawnbreakers. I'm going to put his shot on the Apothecary. So this is hitting on a 2. He's hit. Rending on a 2. He is rended.
And what I'm getting is an Apothecary save. Whee!
She's passed. That is remarkable. Next up to shoot are the Predators with their melter cannons. So these are heavy 3. So it's 3 shots each, hitting on 3s. They are twin linked if I need it, which I do.
Yeah.
Thankfully, hitting on 3 still. That's better. These are strength 8, so wounding on 2s. I'll take that.
5 dead.
5 dead. AP 1.
Yeah, and then we got 4 las cannons.
4 las cannons, but I will roll 1 separately because you'll get a cover save. So hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits so far. 1 wound.
6 dead now.
And then the 1 you'll get a cover save from. Hits. Wounds.
6 up. No, so 7 in total.
Excellent.
Ouch.
Great success. Next up, the Javelin Landspeeders will continue into the Dawnbreakers. I'm determined to get this unit off the board. Starting with the Multi-Melters, hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. Killing on 2s, that's 2.
That's 2 dead.
And then the Cyclones, again, hitting on 3s. That's 1 twin linked for 4 hits.
2s again.
Wounding on 2s, but you will get your armour save.
Yeah,
So that's 4 armour
still
saves.
doubles them out, so 1, and the squad's gone. Oh, no,
There we go.
Wiped him.
Happy
Well done, bud.
days. Carrying on with the shooting, the Derrideos are going to open up into Sanguinius, see if I can pop a couple of wounds off him.
Yep, I'm going to use the Blood Angel's unique reaction where he'll get shrouded and then he can charge if he survives.
Yeah. Hopefully he will get a double 1 on the charge as well. So this is 4 shots, hitting on 2s. That's all hit. Strength 10, so wounding on 2s. There we go. That's AP2.
So 4 ups. So he's dropped 1.
Just the 1 though.
He'll get the shrouded.
Oh yeah.
Nope, so he's down to 4.
Okay. We'll do the heavy bolters. That's 8 dice. 1 twin linked. There we go. All hit.
He's going to be 5, strength 5 on there.
Yep. So it's 1, 2, 3 wounds.
2s. Ooh. Yeah,
Whoa,
shrouded
he's
got him.
good. And we might as well shoot off the rockets as well,
Yeah.
because I think the unit might die after this. So there's 8 missiles, but they are hitting on 6s because they only have Skyfire.
Oh, interesting.
There we go. Nothing hit.
And then Sangi will go a mighty. Oh,
I think you're safe.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
in.
you made the charge. Final unit for Alpha Legion shooting turn 2. The Headhunters are going to shoot the Terminators. Starting off with the Multi-Melter, hitting on a 2. It hits, and it is precision. So I'll put that on the Sergeant.
yep.
In the tray to count, but that is a wound.
And it'd be a 5 up Tartarus save. Yeah,
Oh, he
makes it.
saves. He loves it. 5 bolters now, rapid firing. 6, 8, 7, 8, 10. Again, hitting on 2s.
Just
1 miss.
Just normal bolters on these.
Normal bolters. So it's 2, 4, 5 wounds.
2s. Oh, 1 Terminator dies.
Whoa, auspicious. Start of Alpha Legion turn 2 assault phase. Alpharius and the command squad are going to charge the Terminators. So I think anything but a double 1 will make
Yeah.
this charge. There we go.
That'll do. And then we've got.
Moving on, the Contemptor is going to make a charge to the Land Raider. We've measured this up, it will be 7 inches, plus 1 inch for my movement modifier, so looking for 6, which we
Easy.
make easily.
Now you need that again.
I would love to get that again, as the other Dreadnought is going to charge the Javelin Landspeeder.
And he was measured at 12, but needed that 11.
Indeed.
Oh!
But we make it. I will take that.
He was going to react
Indeed.
to Overwatch, so we get 1 multi-melter, twin linked, and
Does not wound.
is it melter range? It should be within 12, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
So it does wound.
it does. 5 up armor save, passed.
And then 2 missiles,
2
3s,
hits.
1, 2 up.
1, 2 up, passed.
It's fine. And then they're in.
Fabulous. We'll move them in. Kicking off the assault phase, the Lord of the Alpha Legion is going to roll first against the Terminators. 7 attacks on the charge, looking for 3s to hit.
Oh, look at that.
All of them. That'll never happen again. Just watch this, all 1s now. Looking for 2s to wound, instant death. All wounded, all 7 of them.
7.
So that'll be 5 up invulnerable
5
save.
ups. Oh,
Look
I'm
at
not bad
that.
at it, but 3 do die. And it was only the 3 that was in range of him.
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely. Next up is the veteran with a power lance. So 3 attacks on the charge. Again, hitting on 3s. That's all hit. Wounding on 3s again, but these are just AP3.
Just the
It's
1.
just 1 wound.
2 up.
Oh,
Oh,
he takes a wound.
down a wound.
And then the 2 chaps with power swords.
8 attacks.
8 attacks, again hitting on 3s. That's 2 missed, 3 missed. Wounding on 4s, breaching on 6s. There we go, 2 breaching and 2 wounds.
So I did 2 2-ups. Oh, he dies anyway.
He takes
from
a
that.
wound.
Nice.
Great result.
And they'll consolidate.
Continuing on, the Contemptor Dreadnought is going to try and wreck the Land Raider. So I have 4 attacks, hitting on 2s.
5 attacks.
5
Charge.
attacks, indeed. There we go, hitting on 2s, that's all hit. Strength 9 against front armour 14, so looking for 5s to glance.
42 pens.
1 in the dice tray,
So
3
pens.
pens and a glance.
So it was wrecked anyway, just to see if it explodes. Only a 6.
I'll try my hardest.
No, this is
Not
wreck.
enough.
And then straight onto this chap.
Indeed. The final Dreadnought into the Javelin. Again, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s.
So he's dead.
It's 4, dead.
But I think he's initiative 4. I might get a couple of attacks.
You might.
So 2 attacks back from the land speeder, hitting on 5s. Wounding on a 6 with a chainsword. No,
Good effort.
just gone. Onto the combat with Sanguinius. Sanguinius first at initiative 6. 7 attacks for charging.
Not looking good.
Hitting on 3s with a Mastercraft reroll. 6. And then 2s to wound. Ugh, 2 1s. Don't like that. So that'd be 4 5-ups.
4 5-ups coming up. That's 2 passed, so 2 down.
2. Yeah, so 1 loses 2. And then 4 attacks back.
Yep, 4 attacks back. Weapon
Fives.
skill 5, so 5's needed to hit. That's 1 of them. And it is strength 7, so it'll be a 3 to wound. That's a wound. No AP though.
2 up. Yeah, it's fine. So it just drops 2, but more importantly, wraps up that shooting squad.
End of turn 2, Alpha Legion. Pretty good turn overall. Really pleased to have got the Dawnbreakers off the board and to have Sanguinius tied up. Although I would appreciate it if it wasn't against the Derrideos.
Yeah, we were talking about we're equally happy that we're both
Yeah.
tied up. If you're happy Sangi's tied up, I'm happy the Derrideos are tied up.
Absolutely. 3 really good combats as well between Alfarius and the Terminators and the Dreadnoughts as well.
Yeah, worked really well in your favour.
Really interesting turn. Feels like the tides might be shifting a little bit perhaps.
I'd say so. On to
Blood Angels turn 3.
Quick rally attempts for these guys. They are leadership 8 this time. Luckily.
They're still running
That's 8.
Oh, it is. I can't do maths.
They're back-ish. End of Blood Angels turn 3. The tide is sort of turning into a hammer and anvil game almost now. So I've moved the Leviathan sort of centre stage while the Terminators have moved forward. The tactical squads have just got in range to claim that guy there before he gets sniped. We'll see. And then this squad obviously rallied and moved just their initiative. The one without las cannons just sort of stayed there because it can't do a lot. Javelin zipped over, getting side arc on that lead Predator. Lost for words there.
They are pretty stunning.
The squads have stayed still. They're hoping to get another 2 points and then maybe start thinking about survival towards the end of the game. And then obviously the Derrideos in there with Sanguinius. Some shooting for the Blood Angels. Starting off with the land speeder into the squadron of Predators. You're choosing a shroud, aren't you?
I am indeed choosing to shroud. I have 2 shooting reactions this turn.
So that's used 1. So purple are the missiles and red's the melter. It's twin linked. New. So side 12. So it's
Side
going to be
12?
4s either way to glance. So it's just 1 pen
From the
on
missiles.
the missiles.
Shrouding on a 5-up. No.
Okay. See what it does. 4. So
It is snap shooting next turn.
I think it just
Stunned.
can't move because I think they might have reinforced.
You're correct. They are reinforced. So yeah, they
So
just
just
can't
the
move.
front one can't move, and it's lost a hull point. So the Leviathan can look up and can see 2 javelins up there, and being a bit pesky, so he's saying they've got to go. So we're going to start off with the Melter in the Fist, which hits on a 6. Move down a better location. A 1's a no.
Fails to wound.
And Storm Cannon, hitting on 2s. And then Strength 7, so 3s are toughness 6, aren't they?
Yep.
So 3s and 5s are good. So it's 2 3-ups and 1 5-up there, wasn't it?
Yep, 1 5-up cover save in the box to count. No.
Okay.
And then 2 3-up armour saves. 1 passed. So 1 is on 2 wounds.
But we must not forget all the assault cannons.
Yes, indeed. I almost had forgotten.
I won't forget. 2s. All of that. 4s.
Glorious.
No rends. But 4 wounds.
I'll take that.
4
3-ups.
One guy's on 1 wound.
One guy's on 1 wound. I will return fire with those.
You did declare before
I
we
did
started
indeed.
shooting. Just off camera.
2 multi-melters coming at the Leviathan. Twin linked. For 1 hit.
Definitely no.
For a wound.
No, he's toughness 8.
He's toughness 8.
Yeah, but
Gosh.
you are in Melter range.
I am in melter range.
Still no.
Still no. And the Cyclone missile launchers. All hit.
Yeah.
I love that roll again. Strength 8 for crack missiles. So
1.
4s, just the 1.
See that? Yeah, he's fine.
Loves it. So 1 guy is on 1 wound.
Tactical squad seeing him on 1 wound are going to try their luck. 6 shots hitting on 3s, and then we're looking for a 6. Oh, it's a 1. Is it?
One
enough?
of them. 3 up.
Oh,
It's
hey,
enough to
get
kill him. Get it.
Tactical squad that rallied are going to snap fire at the command squad. 1 is plasmaed out, so he cannot see. So 6 hitting on 6s. 1. Just did not transfer to a wound. Heavy bolter from the block into the headhunters at the back there, hitting on 3s, twin links, and 3s again for 4 wounds.
4 wounds. I like the nickname you've got for him, the block. That is all passed.
Yeah, nice. Terminator squad in the middle. I'm going to use my good old psychic ability to biomancy myself again, which goes off. And then the rest, I'm going to rapid fire at that Vigilator up there and hopefully get a little cheeky point for a HQ.
What did he ever do to you?
He shot some blokes. So I've got 2 plasmas left because I didn't use them all earlier.
Yep.
So the first one, 2 hits, doesn't get hot. Second one, 2 hits, nice.
Very lucky there with the plasmas.
And then these are going to be wounded on 2s, 4 6s.
Look at that.
So that's 4 5-ups for him.
4 4-ups for the cover.
Oh yeah, the cover will be better.
Light.
It's not enough.
Not enough, he is dead.
Ah, nice. Good work, boys. So end of Blood Angel's shooting phase, the Javelin has lost half his mates. So
Indeed.
we're taking a leadership check.
Leadership check. Leadership 8 needed. Not
no.
enough. He's going to be fleeing 2d6 to the board edge.
Is he not 3d6? 'Cause he's
For cavalry, yes.
Cavalry.
Correct. 3d6. Oh, get that in the tray to count. Oh,
so
9.
12?
Yeah, 12 distance.
pretty far.
Okay.
So on to assault phase. There's going to be no charges or just this ongoing combat. So Sangi with 6 attacks, hitting on 3s with Mastercrafted. That's I'll reroll that one. It's caught. It still hits. 2 still. Oh, there we go. All 6.
6 5-up saves to make. Get a couple more dice. That's 2 saved. Takes 4. So 1 dreadnought goes down and will
one as well.
explode.
Yep. Do the explosion
It'll
immediately.
explode an inch, so we'll only get sanguineous.
Yep. 3 up to wound.
3
2
up to wound. It fails to wound.
no. And then 2 attacks back from the other chap.
The other one, 1 hit. In the box to count. Still in the box to count. 2 will fail to wound on a strength
yeah, it's only
6.
strength. Yeah. So, and you're fearless anyway, so
I am.
We'll remain there for another turn. End of Blood Angel's turn 3. Not another bad turn. That javelin killing one and then making the other flee has reduced the firepower somewhat. The predators are still a lot of output, so I've got to do something about that. and controlling that centre ground is going to be good for me. But I do rack up 2 points on this one, and then 6
Another
points.
2.
Yeah, so they're up to 6 on that. So they're doing quite well on the points if I survive. But I'm sure Chris is going to be gunning for him.
Absolutely.
So as we go into Alpha Legion turn 3, there's 1 reserve left for another tactical squad.
1 more tactical squad in a Rhino, coming in on a 3. In the box to count, because that was a 1. That's a 4. They're coming on.
We just got to rally this.
Yep, start of turn 3, quick rally. Start of Alpha Legion turn 3 movement. The secondary tactical squad has come on from reserves. They've moved on 6 in the Rhino and then disembarked, levelling their bolters at the Blood Angel assault squad. The Predator, which was not stunned, has moved around to level its guns at the Blood Angels as well. Javelin Landspeeder has regrouped, so it is shuffled a little bit. Not too sure what he'll do this turn, but a little bit of firepower perhaps.
Yep.
And then most importantly, in the centre, Alfarius and his command squad have shuffled under the platform again, eyeing up the Terminators. He has Headhunter fire support behind him, as well as the Ep8.
Yep.
Contemptor Dreadnought has moved up centrally to take on the Leviathan, whilst in my opponent's deployment zone, my other Contemptor is just running along the back to where Sean reacted and withdrew a tactical squad.
I also withdrew off the objective here, but I've banked the 2 points.
Correct.
So that squad's got 2 points worth of talking to someone.
For now.
Until they die. And then you also steadily progressing towards this objective.
Correct. The Rhino has moved flat out to the objective.
Yeah, and next turn you should be able to nab it.
Yeah.
On to some shooting then, mate.
Yeah. Starting off the shooting for turn 3 Alpha Legion, the tactical squad is opening fire with their bolt guns, all rapid firing into the assault squad. That's 19 shots, hitting on 3s. Whoops.
One last one.
It's on the table, let alone on the floor. One more from the pocket. Still misses. So hitting on 3s. A decent amount there.
One more, yeah. And we're looking for 4s.
Looking for 4s. Take out the fails.
We've got 8.
Yeah, not bad.
So 8 free ups. So 2 failed, and I do have a apothecary.
You do.
I don't have Heart of the Legion yet, but 1 more survives. So 1 dice from that volley.
Not too bad. I'll take it. Continuing the shooting, the Predators are now opening fire into the assault squad. I will do the Magnum Melter cannons first. So that's 3 shots each for 6 dice.
I am shrouded.
Correct, yes.
Twin linked?
Thankfully twin linked, because that was a lot of misses. For just 1 miss. And killing on 2s. So that is 4 of them.
He's going to be 5 ups. So 3 drop.
Pretty good going. And then I have 3 las cannons from the Predators as well. 1 of the las cannons cannot see. And 1 of them will actually be snap shooting, so I'll roll that separately.
No, the reinforced.
Reinforced, you're correct. Sorry.
Full ballistic.
So, full ballistic seal, 3 hit.
2s.
2s to kill. That's another 3.
Some more shrouds. Oh, that's a bit better.
Better. 2 down.
Just 2 dropped. 4 in total from that. And that'll be forcing a leadership at the end of the shooting phase on him.
Next up to shoot is the Javelin Landspeeder. He has just rallied, so he's going to be snap shooting at the tactical squad around the corner. See if I can push them further off the objective, maybe even get them to run. So the multi-melter hitting on a 6, but it is twin-linked. Twin-linked. Misses still. And the Cyclones hitting on 6s. Nope. Twin-linked. No, nothing. Disappointing there. Next up on the block are the Ep8 Disruption Cadre, starting with the Hydra's Whale, hitting on a 2. I've hit, so again, your leadership is reduced by 1. All your Vox and Auguries are switched off. We'll now go on for their Bane Strike shotguns. So there are 10 shots. So the first 5, hitting on 2s, and the next 5, again, hitting on 2s.
9.
1 miss. Strength 5 and
4s.
breaching on a 5 up. So it's 2 5s.
And 1 normal.
Yeah, 1 normal because you are extra
I'm
toughness.
biomancied at the moment.
Juiced up.
2 up, 5 ups, or 1 takes
a wound. And that'll be a concussion check at the end of the turn, end of the shooting phase.
Which is just a leadership check, isn't it?
It is. Final shooting of the Alpha Legion will be the Headhunters into the Terminators as well. Starting with the Multi-Melter Headhunter, hitting on a 2. He hits. I will precision place this on the Librarian.
Yep.
In the box to count. For a wound, that'll be AP2.
So 5 up. So he loses a
wound. He's toughness 5 though, so not
5.
doubled out. And then there are, I think, 5 bolters, so rapid firing. That'll be 10 bolters going into the Terminators, hitting on 2s. Pick out the 1s.
5s to wound on these boys.
Yes, indeed. It's like fighting Iron Hands. So that's
Just not all the
3
time.
wounds.
And he's a regular 2 ups. Oh, double 1, not great.
Kills 1 and puts 1 on 1. One final shooting from the Alpha Legion. Contemptor Dreadnought is going to shoot his melter guns at the tactical squad in the back line. 2 shots, hitting on 2s. There's 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. Fails to wound. Typical.
End of the shooting phase. It's a concussive check then. Leadership 9, because I'm stubborn still, so you have -1 won't work. And they lose a weapon skill. So
Fantastic, they are
weapon
concussed.
skill 3. Also a leadership for the Assault Marines. Sergeant is still alive, so 8 or less. Oh, just on an 8.
Just. Excellent.
Wipe the sweat off there.
Moving into Alpha Legion Assault phase, the Contempt Dreadnought is going to charge the Leviathan Dreadnought. Sean has declared he's going to Overwatch.
He's going to turn face and unleash.
We'll
so
resolve
we've got
that.
1 mounter in the fist. Hits. 3 up. It wounds.
5 up to save. No, he takes a wound.
Down to 2. Storm Cannon. All hits. 4s to wound.
Scary.
Nope. Nope. So it's 3 Rens and 1 normal. So it could take him.
3 Rens, this could do it. It does it. It does it. He
so he explodes.
dies.
If he explodes more than 4, then he'll contact. No, he's getting nothing.
So Contemptor is deaded.
And then the second one was Alfarius.
Alfarius charging the Terminators and Librarian.
Through the cover, so it's going up to a 5, wasn't it?
Exactly. 2d6. We've made it.
Easy.
Easy money. Starting combat for the Alpha Legion. Alfarius is going to attack the Terminators. He has 7 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s.
2s, because you knocked me down a weapon skill. So
Correct, thank you very much. Hitting on 2s. Still 1 miss, and it's not mastercrafted. Wounding on 2s.
3s, because you're strength 6, and I buffed me toughness.
You did. Thank you for correcting me on this. So wounding on 3s. These are instant death.
Yep.
And I'm going to precision 4 of them onto the Librarian.
Yep, so 3 ups.
So that's
3 of them.
3 of them onto the Librarian.
So do I have to do 1 at a time? Or it's not going to make any difference, is it?
No.
So 5s. So
He's
he
dead.
dies, and then
And 2 more
another.
onto the unit. So 1 more on the unit.
So 3 dead in total.
Next up is the veteran with the Power Lance. So this is 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. It's not quite 2s for this one. So hitting on 3s. 1 hit. And wounding on 4s, because he's +1 strength, +1 toughness.
Yes, because it's the power still in effect.
Correct,
Even though
yes.
he's dead. This is
1
2 up, isn't
wound.
it?
Yep.
Yeah, he's fine.
Then the veteran with the Power Sword, 4 attacks.
You got 1 more with the banner as well for another 4.
Oh yes, you're right, thank you very much. So another 4. There we go, I'll take that.
Nice. 6 hits in total.
And wounding on 5s.
Yep, 6s rend.
Oh, there was one a moment ago.
yeah.
There's just 1 rend there. And otherwise, 2 armour saves.
2 armor saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both fine.
And the 1 rend.
And the rend. Yep.
Fabulous. And then it's on to the Praetor, who will strike at the same time as the Terminators.
Yep.
He's actually going to have to do something this game.
Oh, can he finish him off?
We'll roll him up
He'll
first.
get 4 attacks plus 1 for charging.
5 attacks total. Hitting again on 3s.
2s. He's got 6, isn't he?
He is. So that's all hit.
Anyway.
Wounding on 2s for a Thunderhammer, and this is brutal 2.
Yeah, so all the saves.
There we are. So that is
8 wounds.
8 wounds.
So 8 5-ups. So that kills 1. Oh no, they're both dead just. But they will strike back. Now they're going to be majority weapon skill 5, so it's going to be 5s. Nothing.
Nothing there. Okay.
Didn't even put up a fight. So you control that now. One more combat to go. Sangi against the Deridea. He's got 4 hits for 4 wounds.
4 5-ups. Passed one of them, so that's 3 wounds, leaving him on 3.
Hit him
He'll
back
hit you
with
back
2.
for 2. 1 hit. And 1 wound.
2 up. Yeah, he's fine.
That's fine. Drawn combat though, as I am fearless. End of Alpha Legion turn 3. Another strong turn, each of us having really strong turns. I've managed to pick up 2 victory points on each objective now, bringing me to a total of 4, as my command squad is banking points on 2 different objectives as they move around. Still a problem with the amount that Sean has from his assault squad at the end. Maybe I can do something about them in my next turn. But game's going really well, and we're going on to Blood Angels turn 4.
We're halfway through the movement phase, and I've done a ram. So the Land Raider has rammed the command squad, so it gets D6 hits for 5.
Ooh.
Oh, good number.
Glorious.
And it's strength 7, but Blood Angels get +1 strength to the ramming, so it'd be strength 8. 2's required. Two 1s there, not great. So 3 2-up saves here, Chris.
3 2-up saves coming up.
Ooh.
1 down.
Instant
That
death
will
as well.
double me out.
Nice. It's the end of Blood Angels' movement phase then, so the Assault Marines have left their comms unit and gone to sort out these chaps. They reacted and pulled back. My Javelin jumped over to get a line of sight on the back of this Predator here. And then in the middle, we saw the ram, and everything else has stayed still, and this tactical squad have ran this way round. So on to shooting. I'm declaring to shoot with this land speeder.
I'm going to do the Alpha Legion advance reaction, lies and obfuscation, and move the Predators.
So this is 12 inches away.
We've shifted the 12 inches and now
Scatter.
just scattering. Direct, so they remain where they are. Most importantly, that should put me out of range of the multi-melter off the Javelin.
Yeah, so it's just going to be 2 missiles into the side. What we're looking for, 3s to hit. 4s to glance, 12
Yep.
again, wasn't it? 1 pen
1 pen, and I'll get a 6-up cover for that,
through my Marine jet.
which I fail.
And so it'll be going on the one that's on 1 hull point.
Yes,
That's how
correct.
squadrons work. And it's just snapshot. Those do nothing then. It's just a hull point because they're reinforced.
Indeed. There we go.
Concentrated fire here, starting with the Land Raider. Now, because he rammed, he can only snap shoot. So he's hitting on 6s. Oh, hitting the terrain. Luckily, there's no more models. That was a hit. And 3 more rerolls at twin linked. Just the 1, 3 up. Hey. And then I'm going to Fury there. So I just need to collect some dice. 18 shots then. Hitting on 3s. Going to take out these misses. Just 3. That's not too shabby.
It's pretty good going, that is.
Majority toughness still 4. So we're looking for 4s. Good roll.
Good number of hits there. Good number of wounds, sorry.
So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 of them. 2.
Take that from 18 shots.
6, 8. Absolutely. 10. 2 ups. Oh, dearie me.
Got 3.
3 of them, so that'll kill 1 and put 1 on 1 wound.
Leviathan into him. He's going to start off with his Melter in the Claw, which misses.
Excellent. Good start.
Storm Cannon. 5 hits. 2s to wound. So it's 4 normal and 1 rending.
1 rending, I will tank on Alfarius with his 4-up invuln, which he passes. And then have 4 armor saves. I'll also try and tank these on Alfarius.
Yeah.
It takes a wound. It's good, it's good, it's good. And it's good. And it takes 1 more wound.
8 assault cannons coming in at last. With no rends, but they are all wounds, aren't they? Yes, strength 6, so 5.
Okay.
5 2-ups.
Again, I'll try and put these on Alf. It takes a wound, takes another.
Oh, that's
So he's on
down
2
to 2
now. So I'll put this one on the Praetor, is good, and on the Praetor is good.
And then 1 more.
One more.
For 5.
We'll put on a Praetor again, is good.
It's fine.
So Alfarius is on 2 wounds, Praetor's on 2.
Turn 4 assault phase for the Blood Angels. The Leviathan's getting stuck in against the command squad.
I'm going to Overwatch with Alfarius. He's going to shoot his Hydra's Spite, a mastercrafted plasma blaster, which is a little bit tweaked up. Hitting on 2s, that's 2 hits. And strength 8, so wounding on 4s.
But any 4s are rending.
4s are also rending. So that is 1 rending save.
5 up. No, he's down to 6 wounds.
Good start.
And then...
bolt pistols aren't worth shooting, so...
Okay, so I'm in, shockingly.
Yep.
And then over there, we've got Assault Marines going in.
It's about 5 inches needed, we think.
With an 8, should be plenty.
Well in.
So that's the result of the charge and the pile-in. We did it all in 1. So it's 10 crack grenades at initiative step 1. But it doesn't really matter in this case. So we're looking for 4s to glance here.
Of course, you hit automatically.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. So they are wrecked.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to swing the Power Fist because it's the same initiative.
Yep.
It might help you if they explode. So he's hitting on 2s. So 2 hits. And he's looking for 2s to glance. Freeze the pen. Just 1 pen. Don't be a 6. Ah, no, it's not. So just 2 smoking wrecks. Sanguinius into the Derridae. 6 attacks again. We're looking for 2s. No, 3s, sorry. But mastercrafted. That's what I was meant to say. And then 2s here. That's where I want 2s. So it's 5.
5 saves coming
you've got
up.
3 wounds left, mate. So
I have.
I'd like you to survive, personally.
Yeah, I will happily
So I
take
can't be
surviving. But
you do
not
not.
enough. I tried.
No. So Sanguinius is released. So the explosion from Dodo only can hit Sangy, so
Yeah.
2 up to wound him.
It wounds.
And a 2 up save.
Hey, take that.
Onto the main fight in the middle with the Leviathan versus the command squad. 2 hammer rasps for charging. Wounding on 2s. So that's 2 ups.
2 ups. I'm going to put these on.
The strength 8. So
1 will go on the
so no instant death.
decisions.
Anyone but Alfarius.
Alfarius has got how many wounds? 2. I'm going to put 1 on Alfarius, which passed, and we'll do another on him. It's passed.
It's fine. And then initiative step 6 will be Alfarius.
Yep,
You get
initiative step 6.
6 attacks.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's just 3 of them. Could still be enough, though.
Yeah, he's strength 6 versus 8.
Versus 8, so it'll be 5s to wound.
So 5s.
That'll be 2 wounds.
Reroll because he's got armor bane.
In the trait count. That'll count. So that's 3 wounds.
3 5 ups. Oh no, so
D3 wounds for each save. So he will take. Whoa, there we go. I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And he's going to go boom.
He is.
Goes 3 inches. Or I think he might have a special explosion.
We'll check.
Look it up. Correction, due to our excitement, we were getting strengths and toughnesses mixed up. So strength 6 versus toughness 8. 6 is to wound.
Yes.
We just rewatched the clip, and it was 2 wounds. So we D3'd which ones disappeared, and it was 1 of the 2 wounds, so it's left him on 1 wound. Apologies about that. So now it's initiative step 4.
It'll be the Leviathan.
Along with your 2 power swords.
Yep.
So I'll roll the levy real quick. So His weapon skill 5, your majority 6, so he's going to be 5s. Not great. And then you got 3 attacks each with the power swords.
6 power swords. Again, hitting on 3s. No, hitting on 4s, sorry.
These ones, yeah.
And I'm looking for 6s on the rend to score a wound. No, nothing there.
Praetor's going to have to take the glory.
Coming down to the Praetor, his 4 attacks. These will be hitting on 3s. That's 2.
And wounding on 4s.
Mastercrafted Thunderhammer is another hit. And then wounding on 4s. That's 2 wounds.
That's 4 because it's brutal 2.
Correct.
So he does go boom.
He does.
He's going 6.
Oh, big boom.
He's going to get some of me as well. I'll just measure that up quick. So as he goes boom, he gets all the command squad, 2 Marines, and the Land Raider. So if you'd like to roll for
the Marines first.
First 2s.
Double 1, so nothing there.
Landy for a 6 to finish him off.
No, nothing there.
And I got 4 2-ups here for free.
3 wounds. All of them will be 2-up. I'm going to put these on the command squad.
And they're all fine.
That's fine.
End of turn 4 for the Blood Angels. 5 up. It will not die. Oh yeah, he gets 1 back. He's up to 4. And then to wrap that up, I was a bit disappointed in the middle, to be honest. I was hoping the Leviathan would do a little bit more. But never mind. Getting rid of the mounted cannons on those was very nice. There were a lot of shots coming out of them. But
they were a high priority target for you.
They definitely were. But Chris still got a little bit of a spice on the board. And now Sangi's free. I've got a bit of spice myself, but he's got a weather, probably a little bit of shooting. I think Chris might rearrange some of his troops to come and finish him off.
Hopefully. Alpha Legion turn 4, end of our movement. Tactical squad on the far flank has moved up. Originally it was going to be near base to base with the Javelin for an easy charge. However, the Blood Angels have reacted and withdrawn.
Yep.
We're moving to try and threaten that objective as well. My Rhino from that tactical squad has moved around to the assault squad, which is carrying a lot of victory points. If I can wipe that unit out, that's a big loss for Sean there. Compounding that with the Javelin Landspeeder, trying to get his high-strength weaponry onto the assault squad, as well as the Ep8 and the Headhunters facing that way as well. My second Contemptor is trying desperately to get back in the game. He has ran and moved centre field, trying to respond to see what Sanguinius will do next. And my final tactical squad have now disembarked from the Rhino and are sat on an objective ready to cash in some points.
Cool. You've also moved towards them.
Yes. Also moved Alfaris and the command squad centrally to take out a tactical squad, which is holding 2 victory points currently.
Yes. I've got 2 reactions in the movement phase, I've just remembered.
Yes,
I'm going to pull that one back.
Okay.
Second reaction was actually the advancement of the assault squad on this Rhino here.
Starting the Alpha Legion turn 4 shooting, the Headhunters are opening fire on the assault squad, starting off with the multi-melter, hitting on a 2 in the tray to count, still in the tray. It hits, thankfully. I'm out of range of anyone specific to precision.
This is a power action, might as well.
Actually, I only rolled a 2 to hit, so it's not precise anyway. So it will just melt someone,
Is it 1 unit or is it 2 units? Is it shooting through a unit?
No, it's shooting from the same unit, passing through there.
So 1 snuffs it.
Yep, and then 5 bolters. I am out of rapid fire range, but that is all of them have hit, and these are just regular bolters, but that'll be 3 wounds.
And we are looking for 3-ups. They're fine.
All good. Happy days. The Ep8 are out of range, so we'll go on to the Javelin next.
I'm going to shroud against him.
Okay. The Javelin shooting the assault squad. Multi-melter has hit and wounded.
5 up. Hey.
Ooh, magic. Cyclone. Twin linked. No, just 1 hit.
2.
That'll wound.
Another 5 up. Hey.
Oh, what is this? Magic. The dice are turning for you again.
And then we're rapid firing here.
Then rapid firing a Rhino. It has 2 bolters rapid firing, so 4 shots.
Cool.
So that is 3 hits.
And
put them in the wrong hand.
4s.
4s again, 1 wound.
And this is a 3-up. Which is fine.
Magic. No more shooting to be done from the Alpha Legion, so we'll move on to Assault Phase.
Cool. So I only lost 1, so there's no leadership.
Starting the Alpha Legion Assault Phase, moving on to Assault the Javelin. The Tactical Squad are going to try and make the charge. I think that's probably going to be a 6-inch charge, maybe 7.
Maybe.
We'll check in a moment. 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls.
I am electing to Overwatch, so the multi-melter hits and kills 1, and then the missiles linked 2 hits. So just 1 dies, and we need to measure up the 8 inches, which should be plenty.
Next charge will be Alpharis and his command squad, charging the Tactical Marines. I've definitely made it.
Shock. Onto this combat, Chris is using crack grenades.
Correct.
So there'll be initiative step 1. So 2 attacks with chain swords with 2 hits. 4s with chainsword rules. Just a 1.
1 armor save. Passed.
Pass.
So there's 8 crack grenades coming at you. Auto hitting. So then wounding on 4s. That will be 1, 2. Not great.
Ooh,
just 3 saves.
So he survives on 1 wound, but loses combat by 3.
Continuing on at initiative 1, the Tactical Sergeant will strike with his Power Fist, hitting on 4s. That's no hits.
Alright. So now it's leadership.
Now it's leadership.
So 5, I said, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, now I passed it.
You passed it, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to hit and run,
Okay.
because I think they've got that. I can't remember how that works. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
So it's initiative test for hit and run. So 4 or less.
No.
No, he's going to die next turn.
Next up in combat, Alpharis and the boys charging and attacking the Tactical Squad. Alpharis goes first at initiative 6. He has 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. So that's 6 hits,
2
killing
to kill.
on 2s.
Ooh, so there's
2
1 left.
For 5 wounds, 1 left.
Yeah. Just leave that front.
So I don't have a Power Lance next, so he will get to attack back.
Oh, 1 attack. He doesn't hit.
Fails to hit. And the Command Squad next with a Power Sword, hitting on 3s.
1 4-up to do it.
We did it.
Got the squad.
End of the Alpha Legion, turn 4. Starting with It Will Not Die for Alpharis on a 5-up. He does not get a wound
quite.
back. Overall, really powerful turn again. Lackluster on the shooting, but it really does feel like it's on a knife edge. I've managed to strip 2 VPs off of the Blood Angels for killing the Tactical Squad in the middle.
And gained yourself 4, because you've
Yep.
got that one and
Yep.
that one.
Oh yes, I've scored that one as
I
well.
think that takes you up to winning on VPs
I think
now.
we might be, if not drawing, so really, really close. Really fun so far.
Blood Angels turn 5.
Indeed.
So end of Blood Angels turn 5 movement. This tactical squad have ran, aiming for that objective. I've chosen not to move the assault squad over there of fear of reactions moving back. Sanguinius has popped over 14 inches and Chris has reacted with his tactical squad.
I've withdrawn back into the Rhino. Logic being that, well, Sanguinius could probably kill a whole tactical squad and he will probably blow up the Rhino. It is unlikely that blowing up the Rhino will kill the whole tactical squad.
Yeah. And then I've done another ram at the end. So we're going to go straight into this ram. So we've got D6 hits. Oh, just the one.
Just the one.
It does wound.
We'll tank it on Alpharius for a 2-up.
Oh, he's down to 1.
Down to 1 wound. Yeah, scary. I can hit you back, can't I?
Yes, because you got the advanced reaction. But
Yes, because I did 2. Yeah,
I can't remember what it was. We'll read that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Chris is a little bit insane. But he's going.
Alpharius is stepping up to try and stop the Land Raider.
He's going death or glory.
Death or glory with Alpharius because I have 2 reactions in the movement phase this turn. So I get a single attack, hits automatically, and with Armor Bane on the Pale Spear, I need 8 on 2d6. Otherwise, Alpharius dies. But if I get it, the Land Raider stops. No! No! That is massive. Alpharius is splattered.
Crushed by a tank. I told you you're insane. So as Alferis has disappeared, is no longer fearless, so he has to take a leadership test to see if they run away. And Chris...
I got incredibly close, but with the Praetor in the unit,
9.
leadership 10, we passed.
So luckily they don't run away. But yeah, I still can't believe you did that.
I can't either, to be honest.
Turn 5 shooting phase for the Blood Angels. 4 bolters into the command squad, snap firing, twin linked, just the 1, and a 3 up, 1 wound, 1 2 up.
2 up on the unit, passed.
That's fine. Now, Sangi can't actually see this rhino to kill him, and so that's very unfortunate. So he's going to direct his charge over at the headhunters here, and Chris is electing to overwatch.
Indeed.
So he's got 1 big ass melter.
We have indeed. Start with that multi-melter on a 2. He hits.
And
wounding on a 2.
see.
That'll wound.
4. No, he's down to 3.
Takes a wound. And then I've got 5 bolters, which will also be rapid firing. So I'll just roll this handful twice. So that's 4 hits so far. And then the other ones to hit.
So 8 in total.
8 in total. It's almost like I planned that. 2, 3,
We'll be looking
4,
for
5, 6,
6s
7,
here, aren't we?
8. 6s to wound,
no one.
just the 1.
And it's a save.
Saved, nice.
We've pre-measured this.
Yep.
It's going to be a 9 with all minuses and pluses.
Ooh, he
Just a 5,
failed.
so he's going to surge 3 inches. And he's going to stop there. And then 1 more quick charge is going to be from these chaps against the rhino there, which they get in just.
Good effort.
Luckily they're so
2
close.
inches further away.
But I get +2 to my
You do,
roll,
correct.
so it's not too bad. Straight on to this combat then. We're all going to chuck crack grenades because the sergeant doesn't want to blow this up. So 3 4-ups required. Oh yeah, only just. Oh, actually it's 5. Yeah, plenty enough. So that
Made it.
is done. And we're going to move on to this combat. You're
Indeed.
chucking crack grenades again, I believe.
I am. So do you want to do your chainsword attacks first?
Yeah. 1 hit. 1 wound.
1 armor save coming up. No, fails.
So it takes it down to
7.
7 crack.
Crack grenades coming at you. I can learn to count. 5, 6, 7. I had 7 in hand anyway. Auto hits.
He's dead.
Wounding on 4s. Yes.
And they will consolidate 4 inches.
They will.
End turn 5 for the Blood Angels. We haven't got much left. It's still quite close. I really need to get rid of this command squad to get rid of some of Chris's points. That is going to be my game for turn 6, and Chris knows it, so we're going to see how he reacts with them. On to Alpha Legion turn 5. It will not die for Sanguinius. No.
He will die. End of Alpha Legion turn 5 movement. Getting really clinical as I need to keep the command squad alive. They're holding a lot of victory points for me at the moment. The tactical squad on my flank has disembarked from the Rhino once more, ready to get another 2 points. The Contemptor Dreadnought is getting back in the fight, lining up a charge on Sanguinius.
Yep, Sanguinius reacted to the tactical squad to retreat, to push him south this way more than anything.
Exactly. The Ep8 and the Headhunters are in a position to try and bog down Sanguinius with the help of the Contemptor, selling their lives so that the primary objective might be accomplished. The Praetor and the Command Squad have stepped off of the objective, hopefully a little bit further away and into safety, up onto the platform, whilst the Javelin Landspeeder has shifted around, blocking the Assault Squad from the Tactical Squad, hoping to take a couple of Assault Squad down.
And the Assault Squad reacted to advance on the Landspeeder.
They did indeed.
And you jumped on this objective as well?
I have. My Tactical Squad has just pushed over onto the objective, trying to pick up another 2 and maybe take out some Tactical Marines. Starting the Alpha Legion shooting for turn 5, the Contemptor is going to shoot his melter guns at Sanguinius. Sanguinius has opted to shroud or to evade. So the Contemptor, 2 melter guns hitting on 2s for 1 hit. Wounding on a 2 will wound.
And then a 4-up, followed by a 5-up.
No, he takes a wound.
Down to 2.
Moving on, the Ep8 Disruption Cadre are opening fire on Sanguinius as well. Bane Strike shotguns. There's 10 shots, hitting on 2s. So that's just 2 misses. And
Strength 5.
Strength 5. Wounding on 5s, which will also be breaching. Whoop, that was a 6 a moment ago. So that's 2 breach.
Can they take him down? 2 4-ups.
Oh, he's
fine.
Golden.
And we're going to go straight onto these headhunters.
Straight onto the headhunters. So we'll do their bolters first, as I have 10 dice in hand already. 10 bolters, hitting on 2s. That's all of them hit. Wounding on 6s. Whoopsie.
There's 1 there.
Let's get that in there. Just the 1 wound.
It's fine.
He's
and
good.
Melter.
Multi-melter will hit. Will wound.
4-up. Oh,
No, he takes a wound.
Down a 1.
Next up to shoot, the tactical squad are going to unload their bolters into Sanguinius, see if I can take that last wound. So 10 bolt shots coming at you, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 6s. See a couple of them. There we go. 2.
2 2-ups. There we go.
Oh, close.
Gonna have to do them in combat.
I think so. Next up, the Javelin will try and take out the Assault Squad. Would like to take out 3, see if I can get them to run. Starting with the Cyclone Missile Launcher, hitting on 3s, twin links. We've got a hit.
2s to kill.
2s to kill. No, just the 1.
1's dead.
1 is dead.
And then
Multi-melter hits. Fails to wound.
No. So just the 1.
Just the 1, actually. Final shooting for the Alpha Legion. The tactical squad will open fire, rapid fire, on the Blood Angels tactical squad. So I have 15 shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Get out of my hand. There's quite a few misses there. And another one.
4s.
And wounding on 4s. 4. What's that? 2, 3. 3 wounds.
3 3-ups. They're fine.
All good. Okay.
Onto some charging.
On to charging. Kicking off turn 5 assault phase for the Alpha Legion. The Contemptor is trying to charge Sanguinius. I will need to roll a 5. It is 6-inch distance, but my movement modifier adds 1 to my roll.
And I'm choosing to Overwatch.
You are indeed.
So I'm hitting on 2s. And then I think because I'm ballistic skill 6, on a 6.
On a 6.
Works.
Nope. 1 hit.
And then strength 8, so 3-ups, but it's Melter, so it's no
1.
reroll required.
5 up. Nope.
Drops a wound.
Takes a wound, so he's down to 5 wounds.
No, you need this 5.
Yep, indeed. 5 inches needed.
Oh,
Smashed
yeah.
it with a 6. So he will go flying on in. And then the Ep8 and the Headhunters will also join in the combat. The Ep8 will make it with 3 inches. And the Headhunters will also make it.
Straight into this combat then. Sanguinius at initiative step 6 will be going first, and he's going to go into the Ep8, hitting on 3s, mastercrafted, which will hit, and then 2s to wound. He just wipes the squad, I think.
Yeah, there were 5 of them. That's 5 corpses on the ground. Hitting back in combat after the Ep8 have just been decimated. The Headhunters are going in with their power daggers.
So initiative step 5.
Initiative step 5 for sudden strike from the power daggers. They have 4 attacks each for 24 attacks. I've got 12 in hand. I'll roll that twice.
Yeah, you can be hitting on 6s.
Hitting on 6s.
4, 2,
That's
3.
1, 2, 3 so far. Oops. Getting back in hand. And then the other 12. Another 3. I'm nothing but consistent.
And then 6s to wound.
Can I do it? 6s to wound, which subsequently will also be breaching, so AP2. No, nothing there.
So Mr. Contemptor with 5 attacks on charge.
No pressure there, buddy.
Hitting on 5s.
5 attacks on 5s. We can do it. 1 hit.
2 up.
Could be enough. 2 up. He does it. That is 3
4-ups.
4 ups.
Oh, no.
We've got him.
Sangi goes down.
Fabulous. End of Alpha Legion turn 5. Really good turn with taking Sanguinius off the table. Tactical Squad has stepped on the objective on my left flank, scoring me 2 VPs there. command squad are still alive, which is a massive, massive bonus. Unfortunately, I lost the Ep8, but Headhunters and Contempt are taking down Sanguinius, so that my other tactical squad could step on the objective and pick up another 2 VPs. 1 turn left for the Blood Angels.
Can we do it?
Can we do it?
End of Blood Angels turn 6 movement phase. It's all happened down here. So I've jumped over this javelin, avoiding it with the assault squad, aiming on the tactical squad, and the tacticals have moved up. And then I advanced the Land Raider up, which Chris then decided he might get out of there.
Try and get out of the way a bit.
Withdrawn. So we're going to go on to the shooting phase. Heavy bolters into the tactical squad then, hitting on freeze. Twin linked, luckily. And then freeze again. For free.
3 armor saves coming up. 3s, all good.
He's fine. And then we're going to go on to charges. So I'm going to charge with the tactical squad first.
I will overwatch there.
Yep.
Rapid fire, but I moved, so I can't Fury of the Legion.
So it'll be 16, 15, because of the sergeant with the full pistol.
Yeah. Okay. Returning fire, overwatching. 15 bolters coming in, hitting on 3s. Just not too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Now we're looking for 4s.
Looking for 4s. That's not so good.
4? Here's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 of them.
So 3 ups. And
That's
then
1.
Heart of the Legion.
Yes.
Doesn't work.
No.
And then they are in, and then the assault squad are, yeah, they're also in.
They will also be in.
So here we are, towards the end of the game. One last combat for the Blood Angels.
I think so.
So Alpha Legion split their attacks. 4 guys against one squad, 4 against the other. So 4 tacticals against tacticals.
Yep, 4 tactical marines, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. It's going to be a game of 4s here. 3 hits. Looking for 4s again. 1 wound.
Yeah, he's fine.
Get it. Good man.
And
then 3 guys
attacks
at
against the
the
other.
assault squad. 2 hits. For 2 wounds. My sergeant will strike at I1.
2 fails, but I do have an apothecary.
Yeah.
Which saves 1, so 1 dies. Continuing in, initiative for assault squad. Hitting on 4s because Sangi's dead. I no longer get the +1 weapon skill for 5
Forever
hits.
in our hearts.
Yeah. Wounded on 4s with shred. So just 4 more wounds there, please, Chris.
4 more wounds coming up. Armor saves, 3 up. All good.
Nice. And then apothecary, 4 attacks with a power sword.
Oof.
Hits 3 times. Wounded on 3s.
3 more dead.
3 more dead.
At AP3.
Initiative step 1. Chris is going to go first with his sergeant. Hitting my assault squad with 2 attacks.
2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Maximum effort there, lad, for no hits.
And now we're getting 9 power axe attacks.
Scary.
4s. That's 4 hits. And we're going to be 2s to this kill. So we wipe the squad.
4 down, yeah.
And then Chris knows that I'm cheekily going to consolidate both
Yeah.
to score both this turn. End of Blood Angels, turn 6, my last turn. So I've moved on to the objective with both squads, but only one squad can score it. I've chosen a tactical, so at least if one squad somehow dies, I'll get some victory points.
Yep.
And that's it. On to Chris's 6th and final turn. So end of Alpha Legion, turn 6 movement.
Yeah, not a great deal of movement. The command squad have just ducked off the platform to try and pick up some more victory points. Headhunters have pulled around where the...
Get a shot on the bottom of the Land Raider.
Indeed, yeah. Did you advance with that then, or...?
No,
No,
I'm
can't
out of range.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looked more difficult from this side of the table. But multi-melter in the rear armour of the Land Raider, hopefully. And the Javelin is going to try and kill 3 Assault Marines to get them to flee.
2 you need.
2 needed to get them to make a
You just
panic
turned
check.
on the spot, not actually moved, so I can't react to it.
Indeed.
So we're going to start off with the multi-mounter into the Land Raider to try and pop it.
Sure, why not?
So 2 to hit, 6 to
2 to
glance.
hit. In the box to count. It hits. 6 needed to glance. Oh,
That's
close.
Hovered on a 6.
Close, but no
straight
cigar.
over to the javelin.
Indeed. Multi-melter from the javelin.
I'm going to shroud.
Okay. He hits. And he kills.
No one.
Okay, so it comes all down to the rockets. 3s to hit. Twin linked. Oh. 2s. 2s scored.
Come on. Oh, 1 die, so I've not got a leadership check.
No leadership check there.
There's going to be no charges. So, Chris.
No, I think that is end of game.
Excellent. Cheers for the
Thank
game.
you very much, Sean. Much appreciated.
There we have it. There's the end of the game.
Yeah.
Woo.
That was
brilliant.
A fantastic
So
game.
fun.
Really, really good.
It was so tactical because where you got to try and keep that squad alive to keep those victory points. It's not like I've got these in the bag.
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
I've got to look after my stuff now.
Yeah.
And it was good. Really
Progressive
good.
scoring, progressive losses on the VPs as well.
Yeah, and then with those normal secondaries, adding a bit of flavour that we're all a bit used to.
A little bit of normality to it.
So the scores.
Indeed. Would you do the honours?
You scored whopping 14 on the objectives.
On the primaries, yeah.
Mostly on that bloody command squad.
Racking up, I think it's 8 VPs it scored throughout the game.
And then you got 1 HQ kill because you killed the librarian.
I did, yes.
And I managed to get 8 objectives
primaries.
and then 2 HQs killed. So it's
Correct.
15 10 it was in the end.
Yeah. So you killed, what was it, my Vigilator and the Master of Signal for the 2 VPs, yeah. And I got your Librarian for...
And then no one got Line Breaker because I was aiming to have it with my Assault Squad, but they needed that help.
You had to pull them in.
Pull them off. Otherwise, you were potentially getting another couple of more victory points.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it brought the scores a little bit closer.
Yeah. Made for a really tense and cinematic end as well. A little island of blue surrounded by red.
It was a good contrast between the colours, the blue
beautiful,
and the
yeah.
red.
It's a great looking game.
Game of Thrones with fire and ice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. And I hope you liked the table. It was provided by Attrition Game. I should have mentioned about the start. But
thanks, guys.
yeah,
Really
I'm
good.
sure they'll give me some grief.
They always give us grief.
Yeah. Look them up. I'll leave links below as well. And as we mentioned earlier, you're an event organiser yourself.
I am indeed part of the team that runs Scribes of War Gaming Club in Stratford-upon-Avon. Heresy event in April and potentially organising another one towards the end of 2023. So keep an eye out for that. If you're in the Stratford area, though, come along to club. We meet every Sunday between 5 and 10 in the evening. So come along and check us out on Facebook.
Cool. Yeah, I'll leave links below as well.
Yeah, great.
I'll try and get those off Chris. So game points. Those Melter Predators coming on.
Yes.
Brutal. Had to get rid of them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That Dawnbreaker squad
Didn't stand a chance.
Obliterated. Imagine if I had those left around, it could have been a different story.
Very different game. The Dawnbreakers were a terrifying prospect.
Yeah,
I knew they had to die, and the Predators fitted the bill perfectly for that.
Yeah, they did.
But how good was Alfarius as well, selling his life against a Land Raider?
I still think it was insane. I was saying to Chris off camera, I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's fantastic. Wouldn't have it any other way.
No. I'm going to
Thank
have to
you
add
very
some
much.
blood marks to the tracks for the rest. We're saying when Sanguinius came over to that tactical squad on your right-hand flank,
Yes.
you getting back in that Rhino,
Yeah.
won you the game because we're saying if they didn't get
think
those
so.
points and you murdered them,
Yeah.
it would have been a draw.
Yeah, would have potentially stripped me of 6 VPs on the primary, allowing you to have basically caught me right up. I hadn't even realised, though, I would have been out of line of sight when I re-embarked into the Rhino.
Pure luck, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I was like, I don't think I can see you. And we
It's a
checked and we're
game-changing
like,
moment.
No. So yeah, Sangi had to have different ideas and ended up getting himself killed.
Yeah, big moment. Big moment.
Yeah, the Leviathan was a bit disappointing towards the end. I think he put in a bit of work with his firepower, but in the end in combat, he didn't quite do it.
Leviathans do the work.
Yeah, they do.
And my other contempt put in quite some mileage from one end of the board all the way up to the other and then back around
again.
again.
Yeah, went down and then back. And then,
there and back again.
To have a Land Raider freshly painted, still alive at the end of the game, that's a good
it's
one
remarkable.
for me.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
expecting them to both go first turn.
Nearly completely weaponless, but he survived.
Yeah, he's got a heavy bolter. And he's got Alfarius somewhere on his on the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, absolutely brilliant game, mate.
Yeah.
Truly enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
And
Pleasure.
hope to have you back on it again in the future.
Excellent. Look forward to it.
And we'll see you guys in the next game.
See you soon.